You know that groundhog said we're going to get spring a little early? I'm going to take him at his word. Come on, let's plant onions and garlic. Right here's a perfect example of just how fast this breaks down. We had this piled in here a foot thick, and it's already broken down about 4 inches. And if you remember how green this was when we laid this in here, I'm very surprised at how quickly this has taken all of that greenery away. Now there may still be some roots up in here. We'll just clean that out as we go. This mulch has only been down a couple months. It's doing its job. But you see how quickly it breaks down. So don't be afraid to put it in thick. Now I just talked about things you can start from zone 1 to zone 10, and that was just a generalization. I never knew tomatoes was such a controversial subject, whether you're picking them or planting them. The thing about tomatoes is they're a perennial. They're a vine, and they'll continue to grow as long as they have the conditions. So in my book, the sooner you start them, the better chance you are to get a good harvest if you got a short season. And if you've got the temperature and you've got the ability, right now is not a bad time to start your tomatoes. And that's just exactly what Mike and Linda did down in Texas. They're in zone 8, so they're a little warmer than a lot of the United States. But look how big their tomatoes are, and their peppers. They're ready to plant spring. Mike, Linda, that was awesome. And this also reinforces my notion that it's more about temperature than it is about time. If you've got the conditions and the temperature's right, you can go ahead and plant. Now I know they have zones out there, and that's great. I'm not even sure what my zone is now. They've changed it again. And this is what I was talking about as far as mixing it together. When we make our trenches to plant in, we just toss it off to the side. Then as the plants grow, we can backfill in a little bit. And as you can see, we've got leaves, we've got hay, we got wood chips, and I'm just turning that all in together. And a bunch of pine needles. And just like all planting, we're just going to take it down the soil, and we're going to plant like normal. On this new side of the garden, I'm just going to define the potato patch with some garlic and some onions. It really doesn't take very long to plant them. As soon as you move your mulch out of the way, pointy side up, root side down. Planting's very simple. It doesn't take very long at all, and I'm doing 2 rows here. And you space them out a couple inches. And this is succession planting. You know, we've got garlic back up there by the greenhouse. And this ground is clay. I'm very happy about how fast this is transforming. This mulch has only been down a little bit. Make sure we got some soil covering them. And it rained this morning. It's going to rain again this afternoon. So what better time to plant than right now? And of course with your garlic, you're going to want a little bit of cold weather. See, we got our baby worms underneath there. Then come back over and just a light little bit of mulch. Those will pop right on up through there. I mark these with a couple sticks so I know where we're at. Well, let's get some onions in. Now in Indiana, they've had some pretty tough weather. Let's go take a look at Patrice's garden. Patrice is able to save a few things out of her container garden when the hard freeze hit, but she's up and going, and this looks wonderful. So it's more about temperature than time, even in zone 7. And again, you want to put the root side down. Now you can plant from seed. You can plant from starts. Or you can plant from bulbs. I kind of like planting with bulbs. Give yourself spacing about the size that you want them to grow. In my experience, they don't crowd themselves out very well. And it really is a lot more about temperature than time. Let's go on down to Florida and see what you can get if you got some temperature and some time. Bruce is still getting nice harvests of his tropical fruit, but he's also got his cool weather crops going in. His eggplants have been producing all winter long. Where he pruned back his moringa trees, they're starting to grow. It's going to be a forest, Bruce. As always, you give us a motivation to keep going. Thank you, Bruce, for the awesome inspiration. We look forward to seeing how your garden grows this summer. Just like that, we've got a nice little border of garlic and onions. In the next 2 or 3 weeks, we're going to go ahead and plant the rest of this out with potatoes. We may have another patch over on the other side. Planting has begun. Let's take a look at what we've already got in the ground. The arugula we planted during that cold snap, they germinated just fine. The beets and radishes we planted under the pane of glass, even where the cats tried to use a raised bed, we have at least one giant cabbage that have sprouted. And then there's this. Has anybody ever said you can't have enough beets? Or giant cabbage? Now at the height of that cold, these did freeze completely solid. I'm surprised we got any germination at all. We'll see what we get. And in less than 5 days, lettuce, giant cabbage, Japanese cabbage, giant collards, regular collards, beets, pak choy. You can do this too. It's more about temperature than time. I'm just showing you what the possibilities are. I know I'm starting quite early, and some people may say it's a little disinformation. This story is in chronological order. And if you've looked at the past episodes, you know what I've done. You look at the future episodes, you see what our results are. The good, the bad, the in-between. Every Saturday for the last 4 years have been dedicated to you and what's going on in your garden. And if you'd like to participate, all you have to do is email me at waylandsmalley5@gmail.com. I guarantee you all other gardeners would love to see what you're doing in your garden. And I do want to thank the viewers that sent in photos of their gardens to help with this episode. It is more about temperature than it is about time, and if you got any way to protect your crops, you can start early. Obviously, you want to start with cool weather crops. You always got to keep your frost dates in mind because it's about temperature, not about time. I really don't care about the calendar as long as I got a way to protect my crops. That groundhog did say we're going to have an early spring. I'm going to have to take him at his word. Till next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Look at our babies. Come on, let's plant. Let's go plant garden.